Hello everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here.
You may never be as wise as an owl, but you'll always be a hoot to me.
So on the very same weekend that I went to see Brad Bird's Tomorrowland, just so you know, this is going to be a big movie week for me. I'm seeing 4 movies in the entirety of 1 week. This was the second film that I got to see, and it was a film that I was quite surprised with how the reviews were looking, especially since it got certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, and the #1 spot at the box office on its opening week, the brand new Paul Feig-directed comedy Spy, starring Melissa McCarthy. Now, I saw the trailer for this film, and I was very impressed with the way that it looked, especially considering the fact that I am very picky and choosy when it comes to comedies these days. You gotta really give me something great that's gonna make me laugh. I was very intrigued by the people that were chosen to be in this spy comedy. Besides Melissa McCarthy, you had Jude Law, Jason Statham, Rose Byrne, Allison Janney, who's one of my all-time favorites, and someone who I may have seen in one movie, I can't remember, but I really want to see her more because I thought that she was the highlight of this film, and that was British comedian Miranda Hart. I thought that she was the best part of this whole movie. I never really hated Melissa McCarthy either. I've only seen her in Bridesmaids, and I loved Bridesmaids, but I was very surprised by this film. It definitely was a fun, original take on spy movies. I liked the fact that it wasn't a spoof. I liked the fact that it really wasn't trying to drive itself on really sick humor, and if there was any sick and twisted humor that was featured in this film, it was actually done with very good taste, and it made sense. I personally thought that Melissa McCarthy was very funny in this movie. There are some scenes with her alongside Rose Byrne, and some of the things that come out of her mouth made me laugh so hard. And this was a film that didn't have that many people in the theater with me. Of course, I saw it at a matinee on Sunday morning. I was not surprised to see Jason Statham in a comedic role. Everybody says that he really runs with this movie, but I've seen him in movies like Snatch and Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, and he is very funny in those movies. But he was very funny in this movie, too. Jude Law was impressive to me, especially since I've never really seen many films with him when he tries to use an American accent. Allison Janney, he doesn't have a major role in this movie. I really thought that she was very funny, and Rose Byrne was great too. I loved the lines and the character that she portrays, and she has played the villain before. She was the villain in Bridesmaids, but she can also play a great hero, like as Moira McTaggart in X-Men First Class, and she will be reprising that role in X-Men Apocalypse. However, I didn't think that this movie was perfect. I kind of felt that at the beginning the jokes were a little flat, and it really didn't live up to it. At one point in time when I was like maybe a half an hour into it, I'm enjoying the story, but I'm saying to myself, shouldn't I be like on the floor by now trying to contain myself? And I just didn't feel that way. It wasn't until those scenes with Melissa McCarthy and Rose Byrne way into the film where I actually found myself laughing really hard. I was happy that I saw it, but I kind of felt like I was ripped off just a little bit because I really was expecting this to be a truly great comedy from beginning to end, and all I got was a good, entertaining, enjoyable comedy. I don't think that it deserves a sequel, even though there are a lot of people saying that the movie does open itself for a sequel, but was I glad that I saw it? Yeah, it was nice to actually get a couple of good laughs at the movies. I haven't had that in quite some time. Most of the films that I have seen so far in 2015 are more on the dramatic side, so to get a nice lighthearted comedy with a little bit of an edge was pretty entertaining. Go see it. It's fun, and if you like spy movies, you will definitely find some appeal in this movie. But me personally, I really thought that it was going to be a better movie, so I am going to give Spy 3 out of 4. Again, 3 stars because it was very entertaining. I did find some great comedic moments in this movie, but it wasn't a fantastic comedy from beginning to end. So that's all that I'm going to say about Spy. So I'll see you in the next one. Actions speak louder than words.